By request, I was asked to do a gram to mole conversion using molecular mass. So our goal for this video is we're going to use that molecular mass. Remember, it's also called the molar mass, molecular weight, formula mass. It's got a lot of names, but it's always something to do with like the molecule or the formula and weight. And that tells us that this is a two-part unit, and those units that these have are always grams per mole, and it's always per 1 mole. How much 1 mole weighs. Why make it hard? So we're going to use that molecular weight to convert grams to moles. So here's our sample question. How many moles are in a 15-gram sample of KOH, potassium hydroxide, which has a molecular weight of 40 grams per mole? So go ahead and pause the video really quick, try to solve it on your own, and then come back and see the answer. Okay, so in this problem, we are given some information, a 15-gram sample, so that's the mass, and the molar mass, also known as the molecular weight, abbreviated here MW as 40 grams per mole. So there's a couple ways that you can do this, and you can let your units be your guide, and use, you always start with your given, and you could use a ladder. So let's show that method first. 15.0 grams, and I always keep the formula on there so I don't get confused later, of KOH. So you always put your given in the first spot on the top. And in terms of molecular weight, this is really 2 parts. The first part is the gram part, grams of KOH, and the second part is always per 1 mole. So we're going to put the gram part on the bottom so that it cancels with the grams of our sample. So we're just going to write it exactly as is, grams, and we know that this is of KOH. And then we're going to write the moles, which is always per 1 mole, on the top. The grams are going to cancel, top and bottom, and we're going to go ahead and pull out our calculators and calculate this. So 15, if you want to multiply it by the 1, that's fine. It's not going to change your answer. Divided by 40 in our calculator gives us 0.3, oh, the pen, 375 grams. This has, moles. Moles is going to be the appropriate unit here. Of KOH. Okay, so that's one way to do it. And the second way you can do it is by using triangle method, which might be our favorite method. So just as a refresher on triangle method, molecular weight is grams per mole. So if we wanted to solve in this question, what we're going to do in our triangle method is we're going to cover up the part that we want, and we're going to do the other operation. So we want how many moles means that we want moles. So we're going to cover up moles. So we get the number of moles equals the grams divided by the molecular weight. And then we can plug that in. So our grams, it's still 15 grams of KOH divided by the molecular weight, which is 40.0 grams per mole KOH. And you see it's the exact same setup. You're going to get the exact same answer. When moles are the bottom of the bottom, they actually become the top. And so we get 0.375 doing that, moles of KOH. So it doesn't matter if you want to use the triangle method. If you like that, that's great. If you want to use the ladder method, go ahead and use it. Whichever way you're most comfortable in is going to get you a consistent and correct answer. Make sure to show your work. Make sure to include units and formulas. Make your instructor super happy. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope that this helps.